we are friendly.
If you would.
Bradley 25 says that the sheer reports to let
What
the
sign?
community know
Right there.
about
All right.
what's
Please
going
stand
on.
right there.
All right, man. What's your name, badge
Don't
number?
tell anyone about their rights.
Name, badge number? All right, thank you, man. All right. All right, so I heard earlier that Grizzy was up there. Is there something different between me and her? Is there something different? Is there something different, I'm asking, between me and Grizzly Hood News? I'm asking, because she was allowed to go up there. I'm just saying. You want to look at Fort Bend County versus Justin Pulliam, by the way. You'll want to check that out.
So Galveston County has decided that the Constitution doesn't exist in Galveston County. And they have set up what they are calling, their own words, a driver's license checkpoint. And this driver's license checkpoint that they're setting up has already, these kinds of things have already been ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court.
Evidence. Walking on the. It's a citation.
So the guys that arrested him for walking on the wrong side of the road.
She says he's on the other side.
Here's the really interesting thing, and this is going to come out most likely in some upcoming lawsuits that I anticipate. If you are a bootlicking filmer and you're out there saying, "Oh, look at what these heroes are doing; they're keeping us safe from people who don't have licenses or something," then you can go wherever you want. But if you're someone like Harvey, who is obviously about police accountability, not police power, then that's where the problem comes in.
Where you going?
Oh, I'm going to record police.
You doing what?
I'm going to record the police.
No, you're not.
Why not?
That's a restricted area right
Okay,
here.
so-
they've got police computers over there.
So which side can I be on?
No, on this side of these lines right here.
On this side?
And out of this area right here.
All right, man. I'll just record you. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Good.
What are you doing, man?
You can
All
walk
right.
off.
All right, you can
You're right
walk
in the middle
off.
of traffic.
Walk off, man.
You're right in the middle of traffic.
Walk off, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Take a walk.
I'm trying to walk. You leave me alone.
Take a walk.
Leave me alone.
Take a walk.
I'm trying to walk. Get out of my way.
Wrong way.
Get
that
out of my way. I'm trying to go over there.
Then go. Get
Out of my way. What's your name and badge number, man?
Bertolino. 7829.
Why you up in my face, man?
You're either going to walk or you're going to have to that jail light over there.
Right
Take a
over
walk.
there?
Take a walk.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. What you're looking at is real footage from a modern day concentration camp and illegal driver's license checkpoint. There is absolutely no difference between this one and the ones that the Nazis used to set up in Germany and demand people's papers. For no reason, if you wanted to drive down the road, you had to have papers. America was not supposed to be like this. This illegal checkpoint was set up by Galveston County Sheriff Jimmy Fullen and his deputies right here in Galveston County, Texas, from May 16th to the 18th in the year 2025. The footage that we're seeing now was taken by a blogger who the police approved. She's not critical of police. In fact, she was given unrestricted access, free to walk around, film everything, and move about inside the fenced-off checkpoint zone. When I saw this live streaming, I did what any rational, law-abiding American journalist with constitutionally protected rights would do. I went down there to document the situation myself, peacefully and lawfully, exercising my First Amendment rights as a journalist. Now let me be clear, I didn't protest, I didn't shout, I didn't criticize anyone, I didn't even get a chance to exercise my First Amendment right to speak until deputies began targeting me, pushing me back, discriminating against me as an independent journalist, and forcing me behind crime scene tape all the way to the edge of the highway. That's when I began to use my First Amendment right and protest. And that's when I knew this wasn't about safety or procedure. This was about control and censorship. Despite obeying all of the unlawful orders and standing exactly where they told me to, they arrested me unlawfully anyway. They created the scenario. They put me on the edge of the road. I was standing exactly where they told me to, and I was not even on the edge of the road. I was standing on top of a concrete barrier. And under House Bill 1277, it's no walking on the wrong side of the roadway if the roadway is dangerous. We're going to get into all that and break it down in a minute. All the while, just behind me, deputies were stopping every single vehicle on the highway without probable cause or reasonable suspicion, violating the Fourth Amendment in broad daylight and nighttime. No papers, you're going to jail. That's what happened to my friend Bruce. This wasn't even a DUI checkpoint. This was a dragnet, an unconstitutional show of force. So stick around because we're about to break down exactly what happened. My arrest, Bruce's arrest, how the Galveston County Sheriff's Department discriminated against me, BC Scanner, Galveston Island Transparency, and the Texas Tyrant Slayer. All of their links will be in the description. We're going to be using some BC Scanner's footage. He is an American hero journalist. Make sure you follow him. Use the links in the description. Let's watch how the Galveston County Sheriff's Department steamrolled the Constitution and violated their very oath that they swore to uphold. All of the footage that you have been seeing was approved media that they allowed to be in, and this blogger was so close to these officers and the sheriff that she could literally reach out and touch them on numerous occasions. She was never pushed around. She was never made to move. I've even got footage of them coming up and spraying bug spray on her. How sweet. I don't have anything against her. She has the right to do what she was doing. She has the right to her opinion. The only problem I have is how the Sheriff's Department discriminated against me and my friends and did not give us the same access that they give her. There is clear-cut case law about this. It is called Justin Pulliam versus Fort Bend County. It is clearly established case law, so I don't believe that these officers have a chance when it comes to begging for qualified immunity because this is clearly established. Like I said, this is the footage of the approved media. We're going to check out some more footage of the approved media, and then we're going to switch to the footage of us trying to record and get the same access that this blogger did, and we're going to show you the discrimination and the retaliation tactics that were used against us and 2 unlawful arrests because they don't like us using our opinion and narrating the way we see things. Let's get right to it. Make sure you subscribe to BC Scanner, Galveston Island Transparency, and the Texas Tyrant Slayer. All of their links will be in the description. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and share this and like it. Share it everywhere.
With it, news peeps, I'm here with Galveston County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff's own Jimmy Fullen. How are you doing, Sheriff?
Everything's going great, girl.
Thank you, thank you. Tell us, what are we seeing out here today?
This is our checkpoint that's leading on to the Bolivar Peninsula. We got officers out here making sure everybody's driving legally. They have driver's license, they have insurance. If they don't, they're being pulled into this private parking lot over here, and then we're making sure they get their citations and making sure they don't have any illegal contraband or anything like that.
All right.
Jimmy Fullen, I'm Galveston County Sheriff.
Stephen Woodard, Sergeant with the Texas Department of Public Safety.
All right, folks, this is Grizzy reporting live here with the Hood News. Whew.
Me and other journalists spent much time at the jail over this weekend, and we interviewed a lot of people being released from jail, and we interviewed a lot of people getting their loved ones out of jail. The majority of people in jail were in there for not wearing their seatbelts, speeding, registration being expired, tag lights out, not using their brake lights, simple possession of marijuana. There was 2 men that were arrested over 1 rolling tray that didn't even have any marijuana on it. They charged these men with paraphernalia. This could have been a change dish for all these officers know. This situation got out of hand, and it is very disgusting.
Oh, yes. Thank you, friend. Oh, okay. All right. The mosquitoes are vicious. Thank you. Yeah, spray me down, friend. Thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. Yes. Little bugs or something else. Thank you, friend. Yeah, they are. All right, friends. Thank you. I just got sprayed down with mosquito stuff.
A Texas court has ruled a citizen journalist can sue a county sheriff after getting shut out of a press conference while being told he wasn't the local media. Justin Pulliam has an investigative YouTube channel called Corruption Report. His page is described as confronting tyranny to protect our individual rights and improve the human condition. In July 2021, Pulliam went to a public park to cover a statement from Fort Bend County Sheriff Eric Fagan after human remains were found there. That's when the sheriff approached Pulliam and told him to leave.
So we park on the road, on the park market road?
Any place you can find a legal parking spot, that's where you can park there.
Go ahead and start walking that direction.
After that interaction, Sheriff Fagan told a deputy to keep Pulliam away from the scene and said to arrest him if he didn't comply.
You were not media, so at the sheriff's request, could you step back this way with us, please? You're more than happy to film from right here. If you just stay back here, that'd be great, okay, sir? All right? I appreciate you.
You're a joke. You're a joke, man. So I can be right here? Okay, you won't tell me. This is the game. It comes straight from the top, guys. Straight from the top.
The court found that Pulliam's free speech rights were violated in the incident. Pulliam provided this statement to Straight Arrow News. Quote, "This victory shows how important the First Amendment is to protect independent reporters like me who use social media to provide unseen, often critical coverage of the police. Shooting the messenger is no longer an option when they don't like how they look online."
So we just saw how Sheriff Fullen and the Galveston County Sheriff's Department and numerous other agencies treated the press that they approved of. Made it very accessible, sprayed them with bug spray, joking and laughing. I just showed you guys a very little bit. I've got hours and hours of footage of the same stuff that I just showed you bits and pieces of. So surely after this new case law called Justin Pulliam versus Fort Bend County, where he just got a $250,000 settlement for being kicked out of a press conference and other media were allowed to stay, surely they're not going to discriminate against Harvey Freebird and Texas Tyrant Slayer and VC Scanner, are they? I'm about to show you guys the footage.
All right, guys. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. This is just gross.
Down Native 3 says this is disgusting.
It's absolutely gross.
Winnieman 1 says, oh dear. Here we go, B.
I need to get to the other side without getting arrested. I don't know how I'm going to do that.
One says, and says, what's going on here?
How you doing? Can I get over there? Can I get on the other side? Thanks, man. Thank you, Lon. How you guys doing?
One says how much is it going to cost the taxpayer?
I'm not sure.
It makes no goddamn sense. Point 2 says for everyone coming in near a cheap weekend, and this is body filming tonight. Dioxin __ says dang it, Bob. Bradley 25 says this is the Honda Bear team with all their baby cubs. Texas Rangers are leaving there.
I can't hear you, man. I can't hear you.
Melanie Science 1784.
I can hear you, man.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm going to record police.
You doing what?
I'm going to record the police.
No, you're not.
Why not?
That's a restricted area right
Okay,
here.
so-
they've got police computers over there.
So which side can I be on?
No, on this side of these lines right here.
On this side?
And out of this area right here.
All right, man. I'll just record you. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Good.
What are you doing, man?
You can
All
walk
right.
off.
All right, you can
You're right
walk
in the middle
off.
of traffic.
Walk off, man.
You're right in the middle of traffic.
Walk off, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Take a walk.
I'm trying to walk. You leave me alone.
Take a walk.
Leave me alone.
Take a walk.
I'm trying to walk. Get the
Wrong
fuck
way.
out of my way.
Wrong way.
Get
that
out of
way.
my way. I'm trying to go over there.
Then go. Get
Out of my way. What's your name and badge number, man?
Bertolino. 7829.
Why you up my face, man?
You're either gonna walk or you're gonna have that jail light over there.
Right
Take a
over
walk.
there?
Take a walk.
Out of the way. All right, de-escalate, man. De-escalate. That's enough out of you. That's enough. That's enough. No more.
Take a walk.
No more.
Take a walk.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. All right, man. You have a great night. Don't beat your wife, okay? Don't beat your wife.
Oh my God, never. Melanie Science 1784 says it tells you he needs to retire.
They're all talking about me, guys.
KYM Clark 88 says this is a shit show.
Definitely a shit show.
Local says look at all that money.
Guys, they're talking about me. They're plotting. They're plotting, guys. They're not happy I'm here.
Look up Wishes says, so basically this area is just further investigation of people's cars. Chiquita 3K says can't just let people go and have a good F *********. Bradley 25 says they allowed Brizzy to be up there with them.
Oh, yeah?
By that 10. Tony Dalmeda 3 says isn't a shit show. At this point, thank goodness I drive a Jeep long.
You're right.
Rage Zone says I saw DUI content before, but not this bad. Winnie Manette 1 says yes, Brizzy. Interviewed them. Winnie Manette 1 says the cops love Brizzy. She's a different news.
Yeah. You guys are fine. It's fine. You're fine. You're okay. Just act natural. Act natural.
William Beatley says Brizzy Hates News was up there with the new reporters. She reports someone getting arrested. KYM Clark 88 says how much is this going to cost taxpayers?
I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. Guys, where's the restricted area start? Right behind the units?
Blaston 72 says
I can't hear you, man.
Is this?
Okay, all right. That's what I was asking. I don't want any problems. Yeah, behind the cars. All right. I got you. All right. How about here? Is this good? We good?
J. Bryan 2003
A little bit back. Okay.
says it's okay, we are friendly. Bradley 25 says because she reports to let the community know about what's
All right.
going on.
All right, man. What's your name, badge number?
Tell anyone about their rights.
Name, badge number? All right, thank you, man. All right. All right, so I heard earlier that Grizzly was up there. Is there something different between me and her? Is there something different? Is there something different, I'm asking, between me and Grizzly Hood News? I'm asking, because she was allowed to go up there. I'm just saying. You want to look at Fort Bend County versus Justin Pulliam, by the way. You'll want to check that out.
For watching. Bayou Preppers 1 says Bobby Howe is hanged. RTK_1414 says how many.
So guys, they don't want everybody to see their rights being violated. They just want to do it in secret. I'm good. I'm behind the line, man. I'm behind the line. I can't hear you. I'm behind the line. Be quiet. That's enough out of you. That's enough. That's enough. No more. I'm behind the line. Now leave me alone. You gave me an imaginary line that you could violate the rights behind there. So I'm behind my imaginary line. That's enough out of you.
Fuck the police.
They're gonna get off the tape, guys.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just arrived at the concentration camp, and I just want everyone to see that I didn't say anything to any of these officers. I was not hollering at them or giving them a hard time or making it hard for them to be tyrants like all of the bootlickers like to say. I was just trying to walk around and walk in the same spots that I had seen people live streaming all day from. And as you're going to see, I'm going to be accosted aggressively and pushed back and told to move by several deputies and also by the sheriff himself. And no matter how much I move, it's not good enough for them. They just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until they push me all the way out to the edge of the street. And then I didn't even step on the shoulder of the road. I was walking on top of the barrier, the concrete barrier. What? It's restricted area. Who are you? You work for the sheriff? Restricted area. Where y'all are pulling people from over here, back here? This is the sheriff right here. Look at this. We see the sheriff himself right here. There he is. Oh, he's coming straight at me, you guys. Look. He's coming over here. This is the sheriff. That officer right there told me I was okay as long as I didn't cross the tape. All right, put up the tape. I'm behind the police cars right here. Stay behind the police cars. Well, who's in charge? You're the sheriff. You're above the sheriff? Get over here. What's your name and badge number? The sheriff told me I'm good right here. Sheriff, I'm good? All right. Appreciate it. They don't want to see in this. There's 8 cars in a row all being searched right here.
How come y'all are doing all that? Is it because y'all only want to censor certain media?
Hey, don't stand in front of my shot. These guys are tyrants, man. The sheriff told me to get behind the police cars, and then this other loser told me to go stand by the road. So, ladies and gentlemen, we found Auschwitz right here in Texas, Galveston County. They do not want us seeing what's going on here. They're wrapping tape everywhere around us as we speak. Look at this. They're putting the tape way up here by the road. They do not want us documenting this. Look at this. This is worse than Nazi Germany, what's going on right here. They have 10 cars that they've pulled off of this highway. Look, there's cars blocked as far as you can see. They're just randomly pulling cars off of the road. There's 10 cars all in a row, all being searched. They're all having their constitutional rights violated right now. And these clowns are wrapping tape all around us because they don't want us to see what's going on. See, look, they're wrapping tape around us. They're not there to wrap me up in tape. I'm gonna take a step back, you guys. They're not gonna trap me in tape. That is the sheriff of Galveston County putting up crimes. It's First Amendment tape is what they're putting up. And now they're messing with John over here. Are y'all gonna put up First Amendment tape or what? You guys are pathetic, man. Y'all don't like transparency, huh? Hey, is this a crime scene? Hey, look, that's crime scene tape. It's not First Amendment tape. You guys are worse than the Nazis. Is this a crime scene? Why are you putting up crime scene tape? All we're trying to do is document what you guys are doing, and y'all are putting up crime scene tape. You're not supposed to put up tape to keep people from taking pictures, losers. Is there a crime scene here? Everybody got real quiet. Where's the crime scene? So this is what they don't want us to document, this concentration camp that they have set up back here. They've got makeshift cages that they're putting people in. They're searching all of these people's cars, unconstitutional searches. And these losers right here swore an oath to the Constitution, and they're violating it right now. They're violating our First Amendment rights. What's up, Touch? I almost put a video out on you today. We'll get it tomorrow. You're the guy that took the lady to jail in San Leon for a tag light being out. There's your Nazi heroes. They're putting up crime scene tape to keep us from taking pictures. Crime scene. Yeah, they got 10 cars they're searching over there right now. They're trying to keep us from documenting, but we already documented. They got makeshift cages over here.
If you let another journalist in there...
Names and badge numbers. Go ahead, man. Hey, they're putting up crime scene tape to stop people from taking pictures, Sheriff. What do you got to hide over there?
Look what you're putting up officers.
I'm right here. I'm in your secure area. I'm not in your secure area, man. That's over there. Please get away from me. Just please get away from me.
You're in a secured area.
I'm not. That's behind there.
You're in a secured area.
I'm not in secure area.
There you go.
I'm not.
You're going to end up arrested.
For what?
In that jail for entering a secured area.
For what? I'm not entering.
I just told you. I've warned you how many times.
Shut up, dude. Shut up.
No, I'm not going to
shut up. Shut up.
I'm not
shut
going
up.
to shut up.
That's enough out of you. Go away. Go away. Go away. Be quiet. That's enough. I'm going to document. All right. I can't hear you, man. I can't hear you, man.
You're not getting arrested when you're a kid.
Not really, man.
Yeah, I know. Evidently, you got dropped when you're a kid.
Do you want to sit down and talk to me about it? I probably need some therapy.
I want you. I'd like you to walk home.
I need some therapy, man. Maybe you recognized it. I feel like we bonded just now.
I don't think so.
I think we bonded.
No, we didn't bond.
I think we didn't bond?
No, we didn't.
I thought we were friends, man. I thought we were friends. Go away. Go away, man. Go away. Go away. I'm out of the road. Guys, we got... So these are the guys that made it. All right, they're moving the security. Hey, pay attention. Pay attention. They're moving the sign. They're moving the sign. So don't get behind the sign. Man, you are badass at that. Where are you putting it at, man? You're going to put us in the middle of the road. All right, so this is it now. So are all these people in a crime scene?
Right below he says, watch out, his teeth might fly out.
Happy Violate Your Rights Day, everyone!
Happy Violate Your Rights Day. TP Bob says he's here. Plastic WT says, haha, horn blows thicker. TP Cat 1961 says, lol. Tony the Almeida.
Welcome to America! Happy Violate Your Rights Day!
RTK underscore 1414 says they have a jail right there.
These are the guys that are escaping with their freedom. These guys are escaping with their freedom.
The jail post.
Yeah.
Scroll 2 chain says sign moving professional.
The sign moving professional, actually.
How can anyone drive back there? It says police only. Data Dominatrix says, is that even a thing?
It's a thing.
Yeah, but they do.
It's a thing, guys. Now they're going to wait for their next
They're all
victim.
going to jail for crossing that line.
America. Yes, yeah. That's why I was...
It says, wow, the secure area just got a lot bigger. That's convenient for them.
It's very convenient.
One says, I am so hiding. Whipped Up Wishes says, if they asked me to pull over, I would say no. It says secure. It's 5 feet. 16,400.
You guys put up crime scene.
They're embarrassed, man. I get it. They're embarrassed. Sir, I'm going to cross right here to get to the other side. Is that all right? I'm going to cross over here to get to the other side.
As long as you're not walking on the road.
Yeah. I'm going to stay right here.
That's the wrong side of the roadway.
What do you mean? Do I got to walk backwards? If I walk backwards, I'm good. Because you got to be facing traffic. Yeah. I got to see traffic. All right, man. I'll walk backwards. I am entitled. I'm entitled, man. I'm entitled. I'm definitely...
You should be ashamed of yourself, officer. Let's go talk to this hero over here since he wants to be all geared up. Oh, now he's running. Okay, I see John. I was afraid that they left me. Look, he's running from me. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Shame, shame, shame. Oh, he's getting the hell away from this crime scene. Okay, look at him. Damn it, my charger came unplugged again. Is there a crime in there? What's up with the crime scene?
Step down here.
Step down?
Step down. Yep. Come on. Come on. There you go.
What's up? You're arresting me?
What? Walking on the wrong side of the road.
I'm being arrested? What am I being arrested for?
Walking on the wrong side of the road.
Walking on the wrong side of the road?
Yes, sir. Put your camera down.
Are you serious? Hey, come get my camera.
I'm allowing you to set it down. Just set it down so it doesn't break.
Come grab my camera. Will you get my camera to my friends? How am I walking on the wrong side of the road?
The wrong side of the road.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Hey, please get my camera to my friends.
Unfortunately, these are evidence, sir.
It's a citation.
That doesn't mean it can't be evidence of a crime.
What crime?
Walking on the wrong side of the road. You walked on the wrong side of the road.
Multiple Airbnb owners have gifted their homes to all law enforcement all weekend. RTK_1414 says how come Grizzy got to go through?
Because they like her views, guys. They don't like my views. And this is why Justin Pulliam just won a lawsuit in Fort Bend County. So.
Carrie Shearer says the Queen has spoken. Big Dave VCTX says teleported to other side of the road.
Hey, can I get his camera, man? All right, can I get his camera? All right, I'm gonna get back. They won't let me, man. What are they arresting you for?
RTK_1414 says fucking ridiculous.
What are y'all arresting him for, man?
Hey. Evidence. Walking on the road. It's a citation.
Big Love 2345 says WTH. Supras 46 says WTF. Plastin 72 says unreal.
So the guys that arrested him for walking on the wrong side of the road.
She says he's on the other side of the tape. Tazzy's my dog though says WTF.
So y'all, here's House Bill 1277 that I mentioned earlier. And this says that if the sides of the roads are dangerous, that you do not have to walk on one side facing traffic. You need to just walk where it is safe. And also, there were many officers and many other people walking the same place that I walked. And I believe that I was on that concrete barrier walking whenever they came and grabbed me. And here is what the other side of the road looks like. It is very unsafe. Plus the road is shut down. Plus they have officers walking in the middle of the road. Okay? So this is just a pure retaliatory arrest. Plus they're the ones that pushed us all the way out there to the edge of the road and told us to record from there. So all I was doing was following their orders, and then they arrested me for it. Really looking forward to the litigation, and from what most experts are saying, I should be good to go.
But talking about what's going on down in Galveston County, if you haven't heard, we've got 2 arrests now. We've got Harvey Freebird and Galveston Island Transparency. The first arrest of Harvey Freebird, but before I get there, I want to kind of let you know what the backstory is and what they're filming here. So Galveston County has decided that the Constitution doesn't exist in Galveston County. And they have set up what they are calling, their own words, a driver's license checkpoint. And this driver's license checkpoint that they're setting up has already, these kinds of things have already been ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. And what Galveston County is doing is they're actually setting up driver's license checkpoints. And so Harvey and others are out there filming these checkpoints. But here's the really interesting thing, and this is going to come out most likely in some upcoming lawsuits that I anticipate. If you are a bootlicking filmer and you're out there saying, "Oh, look at what these heroes are doing; they're keeping us safe from people who don't have licenses or something," then you can go wherever you want. But if you're someone like Harvey, who is obviously about police accountability, not police power, then that's where the problem comes in. So I want to show you, this is so Harvey's at this checkpoint. Now what they've done leading up to this, I'm not going to show the whole video. As you can see, there's only about 1.5 minutes left in this video. Again, you can go to Harvey Freebird's channel and see the full thing, arrested for walking and not being approved media. And that's what that means, because the approved media, you know, these people that come out there with cameras and give them fist bumps and talk about what great heroes these unconstitutional actors are, they get to do whatever they want. But they'll invent charges if you're not one of those bootlickers or the approved media that the police want. That if you don't share their vision of truth and you don't speak their news speak, then they're going to do this here. So what they started doing was they started putting up this crime scene tape. And by putting up the crime scene tape, they kept pushing Harvey further and further and closer into the road, essentially, to where you get into the road. And that's where we are here now. So Harvey's pretty much on the shoulder trying to film this, because as you can kind of see, you'll see it better once I start this film here. But you can see the crime scene tape. There's no crime scene here. That you can see the tape that they're putting up, and they've moved it from the beginning. If you go and watch this entire 2 hours, it doesn't start like this, but they continually push him out. They've put this up. This didn't used to be here, and then right over here, this didn't used to be here either. And in order for you to film, there's just no other way than you know, look, here's the tape right here. You can see he's standing on the wall right now. But they've set it to where he can't go back here. He's not allowed to go back here and film. He's got to film from right here. What's important here is that you see how they've set this up. They forced him onto the shoulder of the road there, walking down the wrong side of the road. Now keep in mind, this right here is a closed road. They've closed it. It's not even an active roadway anymore. It's closed. This is like if you shut down your you know, your neighborhood street for like a neighborhood picnic, and you put up cones and you close off the road, or downtown when they close down the roads because they've got some kind of fair going on or something like that. The walking down the wrong side of the road statute no longer really applies, because it's no longer really a through travel road. Yes, it is. But here, there's also an exception to this where if it's unsafe, then you can walk down one side of the road or the other. But this is a checkpoint. This is a checkpoint right here. They are and they've marked the whole thing off as a checkpoint. So this idea that he's in the middle of the road, so they literally arrest him. Now, it's a Class C misdemeanor. Okay, it's a ticket. It's a ticket. That's it. But of course, you know, they're not just going to write him a ticket. No, because it's Harvey. And Galveston County are one of the most corrupt, apparently they've become that way, one of the most corrupt counties here in Texas. So they're not going to issue a ticket like they do to everybody else. They are going to retaliate. These are important words. They are going to retaliate against him and arrest him for walking down the wrong side of the road instead of issuing a ticket, because you know why? You can beat the rap, but you're not going to beat the ride. That's what they're doing here. They know for a fact he's going to beat the rap, but he's not going to beat the ride. They're going to throw him in a cage with all the other people for doing what? Not walking down the wrong side of the road. That's the excuse for filming. Okay?
So the other silliness, there was for tent. People were arrested for the tent on the window. And then we heard also registration. People were arrested for registration. They're just trying to get those numbers. That guy wants to get on TV and say, oh, we arrested 135 people. That's what it's about. They're not going to ask what the offenses were. The bootlicker is going to be like, America, 135 arrests, freedom. And they're going to tell you they're for car tent, walking in the road, seatbelt tickets. I can tell you that that's what they arrested
The brand
him for.
OJ says arrested for registration. What a joke.
Yeah. I mean, you heard. I'm just going by what the lady said, right?
KDKD.
Probably 80 to 90% of the population would agree with this. They think going to be put in a cage for seatbelts, for walking on the wrong side of the road, registration, tent. They think that's completely fine to put people in a cage for that. So.
Country Boy 23,123
Enjoy your freedom.
Says they said Harvey coming out now.
Enjoy your freedom. Guys, we only have the illusion of freedom. That's all we have.
The brand OJ says free Harvey. Free Harvey.
It's Harvey, everyone. Harvey is free.
Joanne 8775 says free Harvey. Free
Harvey's
Harvey. Free Harvey.
You all right, man? Guys, I got you a Coke a long time ago, man.
Will Donovan says hooray, Harvey is free.
Good to
Let's
see you.
roll.
What's up,
Yabba Dabadoo says
it's the sidewalk bandit, everyone.
Says Harvey is free.
Everyone,
OJ says
it's the sidewalk bandit. The sidewalk bandit is free.
Says free Harvey.
Free Harvey, the sidewalk bandit.
Shark says amen, you are free. Will Ben 15 says yay. The brand OJ says yay. Vegas underscore.
Dude, we've heard of all 10. I've heard it all.
The brand OJ says no sidewalk, no case.
Harvey,
416
I attempted to get
Harvey is free.
I attempted to get you a Coke, man, but I left it in the car. It's too hot.
My phones are missing.
Oh, they
kept it for evidence.
Evidence, remember?
What? Yeah.
You're gonna be.
Both of my phones?
Yeah. They're gonna keep everything. You know it's retaliation, dude.
So what am I supposed to do for phones?
Lore April 2001 says we got Avery back now.
They're keeping my phones for evidence.
Yeah.
Walking.
Yeah.
Well, and the other
Guys, Harvey's free. Guys, it's the sidewalk bandit. It's the sidewalk bandit.
Sidewalk bandit is free.
He's free, everyone.
They charged me with walking in the road, and I was on the sidewalk. I'm gonna sue the shit out of them.
There's no sidewalk there, actually.
Oh, we got another one.
What'd they arrest you for, man? No seatbelt. Dude, that's fucking awesome, man. No seatbelt. They arrested this guy, made him spend the night in jail. What'd they arrest you for? Not having your ID? You're driving?
I had a driver's license, but I didn't have
You actually have a driver's license. Didn't have it on you. They made you go to jail for that? They couldn't just run your number? They're heroes. They don't have to do that. They arrested her for not having her license on her. Not a suspended license, just not having it on her. She even knew her license number, and these heroes still arrested her. No seatbelt, y'all. I told y'all I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying. I just proved it. The guy just walked out of that jail door, no seatbelt. Don't even have to try to make these guys look bad. They do it to themselves. No seatbelt. They towed that man's car. Arrested him, made him spend the night in the concentration camp, then made him spend the night in the substation, then put him on the ferry and brought him here and made him spend the night here. No seatbelt.
It's for his safety, Harvey.
Yeah.
They want that man to be safe.
Yeah, safety first.
Safety first. If that means they gotta put you in a big concrete bubble, safety first.
Safety first. What you for, man? Sir? What did they arrest you for? No driver's license. Thanks, man. We're just trying to find out how great these heroes are. The last guy was no seatbelt. Yeah. Yeah. There's more in there with no seatbelts? Wow. He said there's more coming with no seatbelt charges. These heroes, man, I'm telling you. We're real. I'm gonna sleep good at night tonight knowing these heroes are fighting crime. They didn't tell her to back up not one time.
Driver's license check 0.1 mile. Alright. See that? Hey, cameras. Hey, cameras.
Yeah, he's like, hey. Why is he writing on the windows? He was doing that when we went by a minute ago.
I'm Corporal Scarborough with the Galveston County Sheriff's Office.
How's it going?
So today is a driver's license checkpoint. Every driver is required to provide a valid driver's license in accordance to section 521.225B.
So you're saying if I continue this way without giving you my driver's license, you'll arrest me?
Saying that you are required by section 521.225B to provide a valid driver's license.
What I'm asking, because that's an unconstitutional checkpoint, okay? I'm free to travel. So what I'm asking is if I continue in this direction without giving you my identification, are you going to arrest me?
Step out of vehicle.
What for, sir?
Step out of vehicle.
Are you fearing for your safety or something?
Pennsylvania versus Mims says they can only pull you out of the vehicle. They're putting Bruce in handcuffs.
It was asking your intentions, sir.
Can I pull the van up?
Now, see, he just asked a question. All he did was ask, if I continue in this direction without giving you my identification, are you going to arrest me? He never said I'm not giving you anything. He never said no. He never said you have no right, which he doesn't. He never says you have no authority, which he doesn't. He just says, if I continue traveling without giving you my identification, are you going to arrest me? You can see it right there in the transcript. Transcripts aren't perfect, but at least you kind of get an idea of what's going on here. And then the officer says, step out of the vehicle for me. He's like, no, I'm just asking. Do you fear for your safety? Like, why are you telling me to get out of the vehicle? See, right there. He explains it very clearly. And this is not going to look good in court. It's not going to look good in court, folks, if they even take this case. All I did was ask you your intentions. All he did was ask, okay, what I'm asking you is, am I going to be arrested if I don't give it to you? Because you have no authority. I mean, and I'm putting these words in Bruce's mouth, because you have no authority to demand my license unless you suspect me of committing some kind of crime. But he quotes a section of the transportation code, which I'm going to get to here in just a moment. Okay, this is what he quoted. Texas Transportation Code, excuse me, section 521025. It's titled license to be carried and exhibited on demand, criminal penalty. Now he specifically cited B, right? He said 521025B, which says a peace officer may stop and detain a person operating a motor vehicle to determine if the person has a driver's license as required by this section. Okay? You cannot, now what this does not mean is that you can just, for example, if the officer thinks that a person does not have a driver's license, they have reasonable suspicion or probable cause to believe a person does not have a driver's license, then they can definitely stop. But what these officers seem to forget is they think that they can just stop and detain a person to determine if the person has a driver's license. And that's all they really care about, as required by this section. They have to believe that a person is operating a vehicle in some illegal way. You cannot just stop somebody to demand to see their driver's license. You cannot do that. There has to be reasonable. What this statute is for is if you are stopped on the side of the road because you didn't use your blinker, you've got a headlight out, you ran a stop sign, whatever, speeding, any of these kinds of things. When you are pulled over for reasonable suspicion or probable cause, the officer, you are required to carry a license, and it should be exhibited on demand if you are suspected of committing a crime. Because why? Because the courts have ruled that this is a stop, a search, and a seizure. And so the statute that they're operating off of, yes, You do have to have a license in Texas to drive a motor vehicle on public roads. Yes, you do have to exhibit that license if it's demanded. But the question is, when can an officer demand identification? When can they demand to see a license? And the only time constitutionally under the Fourth Amendment that a person may receive a demand to present identification is if they are under arrest. That's it. They can ask for identification if you're being detained, and then you can't lie about it. That's when it becomes a crime. But there is absolutely zero authority under the law and the Constitution to be able to just stop.
There he is. Yeah.
Oh man!
What they
look out, big criminal.
That's right. What they arrest you for?
Failure to present identification.
Is that 3802?
Yeah.
No way.
No, they didn't.